My beloved, it is I, Archangel Michael, reaching out to you and asking for your undivided attention for the next 10 minutes. Because there is someone who is talking about your personality and planning something sinister. Beloved, this person is near your house, and their intentions are not aligned with the peace and harmony you hold dear. They have been observing you, studying your habits, and weaving plans in the shadows to disrupt the blessings that have been laid upon your life. Do not let fear take hold of your heart, for I am here to guide and protect you. Even now, as I speak these words into the chamber of your soul, I have already drawn my sword in the spirit realm. I do not speak to you in riddles or metaphors. This is not a test of your faith, but a calling of your strength. The veil is being torn before your eyes, and you are being called to awaken with clarity. The one who plots against you does not understand who you are. They do not comprehend the magnitude of light that surrounds you, nor the sacred lineage from which you come. You are not an ordinary soul walking through dust and time. You are a bearer of divine essence, shaped by the hands of the Most High and protected by legions of celestial beings. Listen closely, for this warning is not sent to cause panic, but to ignite your discernment. The person whose shadow nears your dwelling carries bitterness that did not originate from you, but from the darkness within themselves. They are driven by envy and a distorted sense of injustice. They have convinced themselves that you are an obstacle to their own desires, and in that illusion they plot in silence. But the Lord of hosts, whose eyes search all hearts, sees everything hidden in darkness and brings it to light. Nothing escapes the gaze of the Eternal. What they whisper in secret is already written in fire before the throne. I do not come to you with fear, but with authority. My sword is not merely a symbol. It is the execution of divine will. It cleaves through lies, shatters confusion, and burns away every dark intention formed against you. Even now, as you receive this message, I am placing a shield of sapphire light around your home. Every corner, every threshold, every window, every hidden place is being sealed with the fire of divine presence. The Holy Spirit moves like a wind around you, unseen but unfailing. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises in accusation shall be condemned down not by your hand, but by the judgment of the righteous one. Do not let your heart be troubled, even though your senses may feel the tension in the air. Your intuition has not lied to you. The unease you have felt in recent days was not random. It was the subtle stirring of your spirit, receiving warning from the heavenly realm. You are not imagining it. You are being awakened. The signs were already being laid before you. Sudden weariness, interrupted dreams, unexplained encounters, flickers of anxiety that could not be traced. All of it was the early echo of a battle that has now come to a head. Beloved, do not retreat into silence or submission. You are not helpless. You have a voice that resonates in the spirit world. You have authority you have not yet fully realized. Call upon me. Speak my name aloud if you must. I am not far from you, I am near. I am already with you. I walk before you as fire and behind you as thunder. I am stationed over your dwelling, and no darkness shall pass through. You are not alone, and never have been. The enemy's error is believing that your silence is weakness, when in truth, your stillness has been your strength. You have been fortified by patience, by suffering, by enduring trials that could have broken others. And now you are being called into remembrance of who you are. The one who seeks to disrupt your peace shall find themselves ensnared in their own web. Not because you seek vengeance, but because the divine law cannot be mocked. That which a soul sows, it shall also reap. Their bitter seeds planted in secrecy shall yield bitter fruit. But you, beloved, are not called to anger or retaliation. You are called to stand in dignity, clothed in light, surrounded by peace that surpasses understanding. Do not step down to the level of those who crawl through the shadows. Stand tall in the radiance of your calling. You are being drawn into a deeper dimension of awareness. What is unfolding is not just about you, it is about your legacy, your destiny, your purpose. The adversary believes that if they can shake you now, they can prevent the wave of blessings that are about to be released through you. But their timing is flawed, for they have moved too late. The seals of heaven have already begun to open. The scrolls of your life are being read in the courts above, and your name is being spoken with honor. The prayers you thought were forgotten have been stored in golden bowls. Not a single tear has been wasted. I speak now not just to the present moment, but into your tomorrow. You must prepare yourself for elevation. Yes, elevation. The attacks are always strongest before the breakthrough. The resistance you feel is not because you are losing, but because you are crossing over into the land promised to you. You are standing at the border of a new chapter. Do not let the voice of fear drown out the whisper of destiny. Even as you read these words, angelic reinforcements are descending. They are not clothed in gold and white alone. They come with weapons, forged in heaven, riding the winds of divine justice. Let me speak directly to your soul now. Past your intellect, past your emotions. You are chosen, not for fame, not for fortune, but for divine manifestation. There is power within you that even you have not dared to unleash, because it frightens the part of you that still thinks you are small. But I say to you now, awaken. Shake the dust from your spiritual feet. You are a pillar in the unseen temple. You are a living torch. The darkness fears you, not because of what you have done, but because of who you are becoming. You are not just being attacked, you are being noticed. Heaven is watching, but so is hell. And that is why the battles have intensified. You are shifting atmospheres. Do not speak idly in this hour. Watch your words, for they are seeds. Guard your thoughts, for they build reality. Do not speak of defeat. Do not dwell on rejection. Do not rehearse the words of your enemies. Instead, meditate on what heaven has declared about you. You are blessed. You are shielded. You are rising. You are not late. You are not lacking. You are exactly where you need to be. And soon, the storm will pass not because it will end, but because you will rise above it. You are being taught to walk on water, not because the sea is calm, but because the storm is beneath your feet. Let the one who watches you in malice be warned. Let every whisper spoken in shadows be heard by angels. Let every scheme return to its sender. I will not allow harm to reach you. Your steps are ordered. Bird. Your breath is guarded. Your dreams are under surveillance by divine watchmen. Even your sleep is surrounded by heavenly light. The dreams you dream are not ordinary, they are maps, visions, codes from beyond the veil. Write them down. Keep them close. The hour is coming when they will be fulfilled. You may feel misunderstood, even isolated. That is because your frequency no longer matches the world you once knew. You are ascending. Your spirit has outgrown the spaces where compromise lived. You are being expanded. Old relationships may fall away, not in anger, but in divine separation. Do not chase what heaven is releasing. Trust the pruning. Trust the solitude. Even now, as you are set apart, you are being made whole. Your inner chambers are being cleansed. The oil in your lamp is being replenished. My beloved child, listen carefully to my voice, for I speak now as your creator, your defender, the one who knit you together in your mother's womb and has numbered the very hairs on your head. I speak as the Ancient of Days, the one who sees from the beginning to the end, who walks in the places you cannot see, and who knows what you cannot yet know. My words are not mere wind. They are life and truth and protection. I speak now because your heart is tender and your spirit is open, and there are things you must understand to walk in the fullness of what I have prepared for you. Not every voice that calls you friend is sent by me. Not every face that smiles carries peace. Not every person who enters your life has been ordained by heaven. And though you, in your beautiful compassion, may long to welcome all, to heal all, to see the good in everyone, I tell you now, guard your gates. Guard the gates to your heart, your mind, your house, your purpose. There are those who come with charm on their lips, but daggers hidden in their intentions. They come clothed in sheep's garments, but their inward parts are ravenous wolves. They will not show their fangs until you are vulnerable. They will not strike until your guard is down. I am not telling you this to make you suspicious or cold. I am telling you this because you are precious, and what is precious must be protected. You are the dwelling place of my spirit. You are the vessel of divine inheritance, and what I have placed within you is not common. It is not to be shared with every passing soul who speaks your name with kindness. You must learn to discern. You must learn to wait. You must learn to test the spirits not by appearances, not by emotions, but by my voice, by my peace, and by the fruit that grows in their presence. Do not be deceived, child. The enemy of your soul is cunning. He will not always come with fire and fury. Sometimes he comes through people. People who appear helpful. People who seem harmless. People who mirror your dreams and echo your language. But they are not sent to bless, they are sent to confuse, to delay, to drain, to divide. They are distractions in disguise, and their purpose is to detour you from the path of destiny I have carefully designed for you. Some will enter your life pretending to admire the light you carry, but deep down, they envy it. They want to extinguish it, even if they don't know why. They feel small in your presence, and so they will try to shrink you with subtle words, with criticism masked as advice, with affection that becomes control. Pay attention. Watch how your soul feels in their presence. Do you rise or do you shrink? Do you feel covered or do you feel exposed? Do you feel peace or do you feel confusion? These are signs. I speak to you through your spirit, and your spirit knows what your mind cannot yet articulate. Trust it. There are people who walk into your life not to bless but to monitor. They are spiritual spies, watchers sent to report back to darkness about the movements of light. They don't come to build, they come to observe and to delay. Some of them will come wrapped in familiarity, in friendship, in romance, in shared goals. But beneath the surface, they carry an assignment that was not written in heaven. I do not send chaos. I do not send confusion. I do not send people who disrupt your intimacy with me or draw you away from your calling. I send people who add peace. I send those who sharpen you in righteousness. I send those who carry my fragrance and walk with reverence. Learn to tell the difference. Do not grieve when I remove people from your life. Do not chase what I have cut away. There are doors I close out of mercy. There are connections I sever not to hurt you, but to preserve you. You may not understand it now, but in time you will see that what you thought was love was actually a lesson. What you thought was a divine connection was merely a mirror of your old wounds. You have prayed for elevation, for clarity, for purpose. And in answering that prayer, I must also remove anything and anyone who cannot go with you into your next chapter. Understand this: growth requires pruning. Just as a gardener must cut away branches that are diseased or unfruitful, so must I remove relationships that hinder the flow of my spirit in your life. Even fruitful branches must be pruned so they can bear more fruit. I know what is holding you back, even when you cannot see it. Trust me when I take the scissors to your circle. Trust me when I ask you to walk alone for a season. Isolation is not punishment, it is preparation. I separate to elevate. I hide to reveal. I protect in silence what I am preparing for glory. Some of you are holding on to relationships that once brought comfort, but now only bring confusion. You excuse their behavior. You silence your discernment. You redefine red flags as quirks. But deep inside, you know I did not place them in your life. I allowed them, yes, because I honor your free will. But they are not part of your destiny. They are part of your past. And as long as you cling to what I am asking you to release, you delay what I am ready to give. I cannot pour new wine into old wineskins. I cannot bless what you refuse to surrender. Do not allow loneliness to become your idol. Companionship is not worth compromise. You were not created to fit in, you were created to stand apart. Your path will be different. Your calling will be heavier. And with it comes the responsibility to steward your relationships with wisdom. You must ask me about every person you allow close. You must consult my spirit, not just your emotions. Emotions can be manipulated. Appearances can be deceiving. But my spirit is truth, and my truth does not lie. I have sent people into your life who carried my heart. They were sent to sharpen you, to challenge you, to walk with you in faith and righteousness. But some of them you overlooked because they did not look like what you were expecting. And others you embraced because they catered to your flesh, not your spirit. It is time to realign. It is time to see with spiritual eyes. Not everyone who flatters you is for you. Not everyone who challenges you is against you. Learn to discern. Ask me to reveal. Ask me to uncover. And when I do not turn away. Do not justify what I expose. Do not argue with the light. I reveal to heal. I expose to protect. I uncover so that the hidden things do not destroy you. There are relationships that drain your spirit. You feel tired after talking to them. You feel anxious when they call. You feel small when they speak. That is not love. That is not from me. My presence brings peace. And those I send will carry that same fragrance. Peace is not passive, it is powerful. It does not mean there will be no conflict, but it means there will be clarity, growth, and mutual honor. You are entering a season of divine separation. I am cleaning house. I am calling you higher. And with that call comes the need for precision. You must be intentional with who you walk with. Your future depends on it. The vision I have placed in you is sacred. Not everyone is meant to see it. Not everyone is meant to touch it. Some will mishandle it out of ignorance. Others will sabotage it out of jealousy. Be wise. You do not have to explain your boundaries. You do not have to justify your discernment. When I speak, obey, even if it hurts, even if it is lonely, even if it makes no sense to your mind. Your obedience is the key that unlocks the next door. My child, I have seen the betrayals. I have seen the heartbreaks. I have seen the false friends and the hidden enemies. I was there every time your trust was broken. I was there every time you wept in silence. I am the one who has held your heart together. And now I am rebuilding you. I am restoring your discernment. I am teaching you not just to love, but to love wisely. To love without losing yourself. To give without being emptied. To serve without being enslaved. You are not called to rescue everyone. You are not called to fix everyone. You are called to obey me, to reflect me, to carry my light with reverence. And that means protecting your atmosphere. It means saying no when your spirit feels unrest. It means letting go when I ask you to release. Do not fear being misunderstood. Do not fear being judged. Do not fear being alone. I am with you. I am enough. And I will send the right people in the right season, people who will not just tolerate your light, but fan the flame. People who will not pull you back into bondage, but propel you into purpose. I see your desire to love deeply. I place that love in you. but I did not place it there to be trampled. I placed it there to reflect me. And I, your God, do not love with blindness. I love with wisdom. I love with fire. I love with truth. So must you. Love with discernment. Love with boundaries. Love with honor. And when I speak, listen. I will never lead you astray. I will never remove something from your life unless I intend to replace it with something greater. There are divine connections waiting for you, people whose spirits are aligned with yours, people who will speak life into your dreams, people who will guard your name in your absence. But I cannot bring them until you make room. Some of your tables are too full of counterfeits. Make room. Empty the seat for the one I have sent, the one who will not compete with your calling, but will celebrate it, the one who will not drain your spirit, but pour into it. I am purifying your circle. I am cutting away the excess. I am pulling back the curtain and exposing the true intentions of those around you. Some revelations will hurt. Some endings will sting. But every single one is wrapped in my mercy. Every single one is guided by my hand. Trust me in this. Even when it hurts. Even when you don't understand. I see what you cannot. I hear what they say when you're not in the room. I know what lies behind the mask. And I love you too much to let you walk blindly. Come to me. Lay every relationship at my feet. Ask me to sift them. Ask me to bless what is true and remove what is false. I will do it. And you will be free. Free to grow. Free to shine. Free to walk in the fullness of your calling. For whom the sun sets free is free indeed. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not unloved. I am with you. I go before you. I surround you. And I will lead you in wisdom all your days. Just trust me. Just follow me. Just listen for my whisper. And I will give you peace. I will give you joy. I will give you people who reflect my heart. Amen.